It's 10. You're watching Tenebrisgate. Let's talk about faith, but in the moments where we're struggling with it. So I am going through a crisis of faith, FYI. I feel like my gods and my deities for a while have been like a little distant from me. Not like they're distant, but just that it's like they feel far away to me. And I'm going through a period of transition and stress and just, and so, I actually was doing a really good job though, overall, actually, despite all this, having faith. Like, I was doing a good job, even though I feel like my deities are at a distance. I was like thinking of all this positive stuff. Like, I was, having faith. And then I got triggered because I think I was on. It's just when stuff adds up, you're like, well, like, why is God doing this to me? Like, I felt betrayed, right? I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like you betrayed me, like you betrayed me, and my inner child just wanted to cry and scream and say, like, why me? Why do I have to suffer so much and go through what I'm going through? And I realized in that moment, I was like, oh, I'm having a moment. I'm having a crisis of faith. If you like anything you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm not an LMHC, doctor, financial, legal advisor. All choices are your own. It's just entertainment value. You have this beautiful thing go free will. You have to use it. We make choices all the time, and they're regularly really tough, right? They're so very tough. I actually feel like very much unempty. Some people consider that as TMI, I suppose, but I don't really have a lot of time for faith. Or, no, I shouldn't phrase it as such. I have very little time for spirituality as a mom. You know, I am often working and running this very low budget thing, whatever this is, taking care of a kid and trying to do other projects on the side whenever I have time. And so you'll have moments as a parent going like, well, why, like, it just like, you're supposed to help me, right? You're supposed to support me and help me make my life better. So why is this so hard? And I don't think this is a failing or fault on us when we have crisis of faith. It doesn't mean that we stop believing. I think, though, the best thing is just to validate your experience and to be like, you know what? Like, say it out loud what it is. Like, my faith feels broken. I feel betrayed. I want to wail so bad. I'm angry. Like, I remember thinking, like, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. And I actually started feeling a little bit better, like coming back to my senses. And then after that, I was like, kind of doing a quick check-in with my deities, going like, what's going on? And they're like, well, you're not making time for us. Like, you don't. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm so busy as a mom. And like, we get it. That's why we're not being so tough on you about it. But like, you gotta try a little bit. No, they didn't say it like that. I think that I put that on me. Um, because I remember before I had a kid, my faith was My faith has always been, I faced a lot of spiritual struggles for most of my life, and but I still kind of like come back to it, come back to center constantly. I'm one of those people, like, I feel like the odds were stacked against me spiritually. Like, I should have, like, have completely given up by now. I really should have. Like, you'd think I would have. But I think because of all my crises of faith, I just come back stronger. I'm like, yeah, like, I'm gonna be better about this thing. Because I hate to say it, whenever I go through a tough time, I always, like, things always clear up. Things get better. Sorry. I just felt like talking about it, because I think that it's a little scary when we think about having a crisis of faith. We think that, okay, that's it. I should just pack up and go and give up, right? Because I felt that too. I wanted to give up. And I think that, that's the easy way out when we give up on our faith, on our belief systems. I'm not saying, like, if it doesn't resonate, doesn't feel good, like, you do gotta keep on looking for what matches you as a spiritual being. But if something resonates with you and you're just gonna throw in the towel, then you're not gonna get really good results from any kind of spiritual faith that you have. Because if you throw out the towel to something that resonates with you, you're not going to be satisfied with something that doesn't resonate with you. And so I think you just take a moment to take a deep breath and kind of talk to yourself back, or allow your gods to talk to you and let yourself have an intuitive dialogue with them, because that's what I did. I just kind of like had a dialogue. I was honest with them about my feelings. I allowed myself to be messy. I said a couple of things that are like, I'm sorry if I'm yelling, I'm sorry if I'm blaming, I'm sorry if I'm not being a good person right now, because I was thinking that, like, I think that's part of my crisis of faith, was I think I'm a bad person. And it's wild, right? And so, like, and this is, I think, why crises of faith are actually really important, because they become very revealing after you kind of come back and you're like, oh, I think I'm okay now. You're like, what happened? What was the trigger? Like, what happened? And you're like, oh yeah, I was feeling really bad about myself. I thought I was a bad person. I wanted to give up. I feel like I was betrayed. I had just a couple of thoughts, like, throughout that time. I think I was betraying myself, and that's why I thought the divine source was betraying me, but I betrayed myself on something. And so it was part of the trigger where there was something I wanted to do, but I decided to be practical and do the right thing, right? Because I was like, well, it's really important to do the right thing. And so, but because I had this crisis of faith, I was having a dialogue with the divine source. I was talking to them about all these things and saying, well, this is what I really want. Like, I know this is kind of what I have right now, but, this crisis of faith is kind of like, illuminating the contrast, and also illuminating what I want. And I was, upfront with the divine source, saying, like, I really want to be a stay-at-home mom one day. I really would like to have time to just rest and write and do the things that make me happy, like this, because this is a hobby. Really, this is a hobby, because in my mind's eye, I like the idea of it's like a documentary of spirituality, right, from one individual, of course, of their whole life. I write. I'm one that I want, like, because I'm ADHD, I have many projects, right? One of my many projects I am working slowly at, because I have too many projects, is I have a micro article thing of various different spirituality stuff like that, like, you know, I've gone through, I've experienced, and I will write it as I process the past or the now or whatever, and or like things that I feel like are helpful to other people, and you know, and like I kind of like how I envision my life is kind of like, you know, I'd love to take it easy, you know, like other people I see other people doing on YouTube, like, oh my, I would like to be that too. You know, because that's why I had the crisis of faith, but because because the thing I want I haven't received yet. And a crisis of faith is oftentimes, if we allow it to be, if we're honest with ourselves, we can be like, oh, that's why I had that moment. I had that moment of tough, like, where I was so vulnerable and so upset and so much in pain and so sad, was because I didn't want to be honest with myself. I wanted to blame you, divine source, instead, and just avoid accountability and ask myself what was really going on. Like, how am I really feeling? What do I really want? What did I do that was a betrayal of myself, or all kinds of stuff, right? Because it's usually times crises of faith are because, like, you know, we're involved in them. You know, the divine source is just twiddling feet, go like their toes, their fingers, going like, we're just waiting here for backup, hoping. She's not calling us in. They're not calling us in. We would support them emotionally, but they're not asking for help. They're not asking for a dialogue. They're not curious about what's going on. Like, what are we supposed to do? You're just blaming us. What are we supposed to do? Like, I want to help you, but you don't want me to help you. Like, I could help you process this, but you don't want to process this. You just rather blame. And I hate to say it, but like, that's like, if you want a deep relationship spiritually with a divine source, that's the toughest part, is getting through the crisis of faith, is that willingness to look at yourself, but also to allow them to come close and reconcile, or to reconnect and tell you that you're this amazing loved person, and trust them, and be like, you know what, just because I don't have what I want right now doesn't mean I can't get it one day. Right now I just gotta take a deep breath. I made certain choices, and I'm gonna accept them for now, and it's okay that I'm having a tough time. It's okay that I'm scared. It's okay. It's okay. It's all gonna work out eventually. And that's that's the reality of being spiritual as often as you possibly can. Like, I know this is a thing that, as much as I appreciate and value these spiritual magazines and resources on YouTube, they make spirituality look so pretty on the surface. And the thing that I'm also too deeply frustrated by that is because if you live in a very superficial spiritual world, you can't weather the storms with the divine source. You just can't. And I feel like not enough spiritual teachers out there, as far as I'm aware of, maybe it's just because I haven't opened my doors to those people and I think I'm the only one, but maybe I'm not. Maybe there are other people there, but they seem like they don't want to talk about the hard part of stuff, the messy stuff. I'm sorry, like, you can tell, like, I'm a mess. Like, I wish I can come to you all pretty and beautiful, but if you want pretty and beautiful, then that's fine. You don't have to take anything I say. If it doesn't resonate, you can drop it. And I'm going to wrap this up because I feel like I've hit all the the points of a crisis of faith and the usefulness of it, the reality of it, but also to the reality of the fact that in a superficial spiritual world and experience, crises of faith are not part of that world, and if they're excluded and not embraced and understood, then you're never gonna quite go further. You're not going to have that in-depth relationship with the divine source. You're not going to have that, like, oh yeah, God's got my back for real. You're just going to think, pretend in your head. You're like, I don't really believe, but I'm going to, I don't know how to phrase it, but I think that it's time to kind of be okay with the mess. I think that's why I wanted to be the Messy Human Tarot in bygone paths, yeah. That's why I'm not a psychic reader, because I don't feel like there's enough clients out there who wanted to hear the mess. I don't even want to hear the mess. I don't like mess. I don't. But I have no choice, because that's the divine source's lesson plan for me, is learning to accept and be able to be okay with the crisis of faith and all that. All right, I'm leaving. It's too late at night for all this nonsense, but toodaloozies, you're all good. Bye.